Doctrine, prescriptive or descriptive? While surrounding a map board or reviewing your contribution to an MDMP session with your peers, at some point in your career, you've probably heard the phrase, and I'm paraphrasing here, doctrine is a guide, it's not a requirement. You may have also heard the famed Soviet quote, Americans do not read their manuals, nor do they feel any obligation to follow their doctrine. So is doctrine prescriptive or descriptive, i.e. a guide? Now the answer, every PME and NCOS instructor's favorite response, context matters, and it depends. Army doctrine is the body of our professional knowledge that guides how soldiers perform tasks related to the Army's role, the employment of land power in a distinctly American context through fundamental principles with supporting tactics, techniques, procedures, and terms and symbols. Army doctrine establishes the language of our profession and guides our force to achieve national objectives. This enables a shared understanding within a shared frame of reference, so a light fighter in Hawaii, a tanker in Texas, and a paratrooper in Italy can all receive the same order, communicate, and conduct operations under the same principles. So is it prescriptive or non-prescriptive, descriptive, now that I've told you it's a guide? Army Doctrine Publication 1-01, Doctrine Primer, states that most doctrine is prescriptive and must be applied with judgment. Commanders and members of the force may adjust based on the circumstances of a given operational environment. The key difference in descriptive versus prescriptive focuses on techniques and procedures. Techniques are non-prescriptive or descriptive ways or methods to complete a task. Doctrine authorizes adjustment based on the environment one operates, with emphasis on following guiding principles from higher Army doctrine publications, ADPs. Examples of descriptive doctrine are the Army Techniques publications, or ATPs, and portions of certain field manuals. Procedures, however, are prescriptive ways to complete a task where you cannot deviate from doctrine. Examples include the Uniform Code of Military Justice, Army regulations, military terms and symbols, reporting formats, training circulars, certain field manuals, and control measures. Every profession develops core documents as the source of knowledge and application of its trade. For the United States Army, our professional knowledge is our doctrine. It serves to both guide our formation, but also holds us to standards to ensure our proficiency in the execution of our task. So next time you're at the map board and you hear someone say doctrine is a guide, remember context, and that doctrine is authoritative, mostly prescriptive, ultimately requires judgment by the professional. For more on Army doctrine, reference the Army Publishing Directorate website in the comments below for a complete listing of active Army publications, and seek out ADP 1-01 Doctrine Primer for more information on prescriptive versus descriptive doctrine.